What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rashid Banks. I'm a day trader living in Dubai, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I made over $1,000 in just a short few hours trading Pepe, which is in the crypto futures market. Now, if you guys are new to day trading and the crypto futures market, I personally use the exchange BYBIT, which I'll link down in the description below. You guys can sign up. It's very, very simple and easy to start. But it's very important that you listen closely in today's video to understand and see what I see when I look at these charts. So we're going to be diving into the charts right away. Let's not waste any more time. And like I mentioned, I was trading Pepe / USDT for this specific trade setup. Now, the first thing we want to do is we always want to look for our daily bias. And in this case, well, before I even start with the daily bias, I'm going to get rid of my drawings over here, and we're going to go to the daily time frame. Now, if we're looking at the daily time frame, we can clearly see that it's making lower lows and lower highs, and it's clearly on a downwards trend. But very recently, in the past week or so, it is moving to the upside. Now, if we look at the 4-hour chart, we can see that it's actually creating a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And again, if we look at the 1-hour chart, we are seeing the same thing as well. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So, in this situation, I would be looking for longs. And excuse me, my drawings just came back. I'm going to get rid of them. And again, this is probably what you're going to be seeing when you're just scanning through your watch list and looking for opportunities, is you're just going to see a chart like this. Now, the next step I would suggest you to do, and it's very, very important you do so, is you draw out as much as possible on your chart. And if you just look at my drawings over here, you'll see my red lines, which is my support and resistance lines. You'll see the yellow lines. If you look and zoom out, they are trend lines from very, very long time ago, from months ago. So you'll see like clear channels and clear directions. And if we just zoom in again to the 1-hour time frame, I saw a clean channel over here to the upside. Now, in this case, I would be looking for longs, but I actually ended up taking a short position, and I'll explain to you exactly why. Again, we can see this clear channel to the upside bouncing on trend lines. I drew out this purple box here, which is a clear supply and demand zone. And if we see it moving to the upside, it breaks a key level of resistance and then rejects at another key level of resistance. Now, what did I see happening here? I actually see it creating lower low, lower high, lower low. Again, what I'm waiting for is to see if it's going to bounce on the support level or bounce on this trend line. If I don't see it bouncing, I'm not going to take the long. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for the trade to come to me. I'm not going to market order here and hope it goes up. I'm not going to market order here and hope that it goes up. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let the trade come to me, and I'm going to see exactly what is going to happen. So in this situation, we actually see that it breaks under the support, and usually when support breaks, support then becomes resistance. So I'm watching closely to see, is it going to go back up this support level or this resistance level? Is it going to bounce on this trend line? And the simple answer was no, it didn't. So I continued watching. And if we continue watching, you'll see that it actually ends up dumping. Now, this is on the 1-hour time frame. Excuse me. I'll go to the 15-minute time frame, because when we're looking for entries, I usually look for the entry on the 15-minute time frame. And if we rewind just a little bit, again, we're watching to see if it's going to bounce on the support level. It doesn't. It actually breaks the support level. It breaks the trend line. Still waiting for an entry at this point. Haven't taken it. I see that it breaks under the trend line through a wick, fills the wick, and then usually, if we're going to continue to the downside and it breaks a trend line, it will always come back to retest the trend line. This is where you're going to want to enter on the short. Wait for the retest. If the retest on the trend line rejects, that's when you enter the short. And so what happened? It broke the trend line, retested the trend line through a liquidity sweep over here, and that's when I saw the opportunity for a clean short setup. And then we watched the trade play out. And in this case, I had a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. And yeah, we had a clear TP right at a supply and demand zone. I could have obviously been a little bit more greedy with my TP, but this was, I think, very fair of a TP, because this was, again, a supply and demand zone. Now, even though the trend line broke, I didn't want to, round trip my profits. So I full TP'd over here. But if we watch this chart, it just continued dumping. So there was a ton of possibility here. But again, We got to be thankful for our wins. We don't want to be too greedy. Greed is what's going to destroy you in day trading. So you don't want to get too greedy because that's how you round trip and that's how you also end up losing money. So this was, again, a very, very clean setup. And I just want to rewind here to show you guys exactly what could have happened on the upside. What could have happened on the upside is that it should have, and I'm just going to remove this box as well. What could have happened on the upside is it could have bounced on the trend line, bounced on this resistance trend line, and then it could have broke up to the upside. And so that is why I was very patient to see what's going to happen. And obviously that didn't happen. It broke the trend line, retested the trend line, saw a perfect short opportunity, and took it. And that is exactly how I found this solid setup. Again, I was very patient. I let the trade come to me. And yeah, it was a successful trade. Guys, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. We're gonna have a ton of value dropping soon, tons of gems, all of this content for free. And you guys are gonna learn a ton just watching my videos. So again, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you guys are new to trading and are looking for a platform to trade on, again, I use BYBIT. Highly suggest using them. They're actually head office in Dubai where I live. And I trust them a lot. They're a phenomenal platform. And that pretty much wraps up today's video. My name is Rashid Banks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.